Now, bro. What's going on, Garage Gang? We got here already. Yeah, these aren't like huge, bro, but people love this shit.
Look at Wes.
We got cameraman Wes and Stupid Fast John.
What up, what up?
Who we got here? Let's see. Where are the comments? Here we go. So, come on. Live chat. There we go. Jose, what up? Justin Carl, what's up, brother? What up? What up? Who else we got? Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue. What's up, Pat? Justin was first here. Uh-oh. All right. Anyway, guys, Quad Talk Live, man. February, what's today? 29th already. Yeah. So we got Stupid Fast John here. We got cameraman Wes. So, John, I know you've seen the other Quad Talk Lives, and I got a standard set of questioning that I always run with.
I did not listen to the questions on purpose.
You didn't listen on purpose. Okay. Let me get you guys set up in an area here. So I have a standard set of questioning that I always do, and then usually the conversation is just wherever it goes, man. It's Quad Talk. So how old were you when you first started riding, and what was it?
Oh, man. 11 years old, Yamaha Warrior 350.
Warrior 350, a
Yep.
tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom end on those is like built for a friggin' Sherman tank.
Bulletproof.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Wes's.
We actually have one.
Yeah, that's Wes's favorite one.
Oh yeah,
350. Well, it's not 350. It's got the high compression piston.
388.
366.
Really?
388.
388.
I think it's 388.
Doesn't the dude from DRW have like a sick ass Warrior?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's got like 40 something
fully
horsepower.
decked out. Billet lockout cover, oil cooler.
Okay.
Actually rode that in one of my vids on the channel.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta check that one out.
It was the fastest Warrior I'd ever ridden in my life. They had a nitrous one there and everything. That was literally the fastest one.
Really?
Yeah.
Nitrous on a Warrior.
Yep.
There you go, guys. You want power on a Warrior? Go ahead and throw nitrous on it,
Throw
man.
nitrous on anything to get power, bro. You know what I mean?
PA crew, what up, man? All right. So, out of all the bikes that you've had, let's say you had, or even your cars, you're into bikes and cars. Anybody that obviously is here, you guys must watch Stupid Fast John's channel too. He's into quads and cars and trucks. Anything with wheels. So, if you had 5 minutes and you had to grab one of your toys, no matter what it was, which one are you grabbing and why?
Probably my 350Z.
350Z?
I feel like that's the most versatile one.
350Z is a good choice, man.
Street drive it, right? It's not economical because you only got 2 seats in it, but twin turbo, 800 horse.
Oh.
You can still do some drag racing, still do some drifting.
I'm a big 350Z fan, and I always said, yeah, it only has 2 seats, but if it doesn't fit in the passenger seat, it really doesn't need to go with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can throw a backpack in the back.
Yeah, you could technically fit 2 golf clubs in it, 2 golf club bags, right? Isn't the sticker still on the trunk in there? Shows you how to
It's
properly.
empty. It's empty in the back, so you can put anything back there.
Oh, yeah, all right.
That's a drift bomb, dude.
Okay, yeah, that's twin turbo, right?
Yeah.
What's
LS V8.
5.3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big turbo cam.
All right, well, being we said car, if you had to pick one of your bikes, which one's it going to be? And why?
So, out of what I have right now that's ready to ride, the Zilla.
The Zilla.
Yeah, I like my Zilla, bro.
So I guess me asking you if I could buy that's out of hand. Then if
Yeah,
it's the only one you're going to keep, huh? Damn it. All right.
Nice
Well, there goes the whole live, guys. All right, John.
Don't
Thanks
do
for
that.
stopping by.
Don't do
But,
Sorry, man, not the Zilla.
hey, man, it's all right.
That's my retirement plan, bro.
I got its little brother right here, bro.
That thing's sweet.
You got what, an 87, right?
Yeah.
It's got the square A-arms?
Yeah.
Square tube
Yep,
A-arms?
yep.
And that has the 5-bolt
Yeah,
intake?
5-bolt.
Okay, so 88,
yeah.
they went to 6-bolt, like
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, 88 was the better. That was the more sought after year. Didn't they have one extra head stud too?
Yeah, it went from 6 head studs in 87 to 7
Yep.
and 88 to 90
Yeah.
with the Zilla. And then what else did they change? The A-arms went from square tubing in the front to round.
Yep.
The letter on the engine is different. It's like a J or an H. And yeah, I believe the 87 cylinder is more sought after because it's larger.
The ears on those things don't break as easy, I think. Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong, because the ears around the bottom of the base of the jug,
Yeah,
they
went the
snap.
thicker.
Yeah,
Yeah, they went the thicker
yep,
ones.
they're well known
Yeah.
for welding those. They break.
Well, they're known for blowing base gaskets too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what that did, and I'm like, this ain't no damn cylinder. So
That's why I don't ride it much, but they got ass loads of torque. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can climb anything, and it just runs great. It's a tank, bro.
How do you feel with it as far as the trail quad?
That's why I like that, because it's not like it's only got a dome in it and a pipe. That's it. So it's like pretty stock-ish.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I feel like that thing just runs great. Like it's super reliable, and I'll take anything you throw at it.
Yeah, other than busted piston down in the crankcase, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that had to get repaired, but I mean that's that's a common thing, I guess, with those. You start making power. I mean, even the CR500s were known for shooting piston out the bottom of the bottom end.
That's a two-stroke thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a two-stroke thing. I mean, it doesn't happen in the video game, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't have one in that. But all right, so here's another question for you. Budget, money, no issue, money, right? Any chassis, any engine, anything as far as quads go. I mean, we could talk about cars too, obviously, but budget, no option. What are you building?
Ooh, man.
Woo!
Put me on the spot with that one.
Jeez.
Budget, no problem.
Does it have to be street legal?
It could be a friggin' Polaris with a Hayabusa engine and tracks on it, if that's what you're into.
Oh man, then be giving away my secret creative thoughts. No.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I'd
you guys
like,
heard it here first.
like a trophy style buggy, a trophy truck almost. You know what I
Trophy
mean?
buggy?
Yeah, man, that would be pretty sick. I've been wanting something like that for a long time.
What, like
You know what a trophy truck is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a buggy style.
Yeah.
So like almost like Dooner
Yeah.
type of deal.
Something
okay.
you could do a little bit of rock crawl on, but still hit the dunes and
Okay.
race. And they're still like 1,200, 1,500 horse, twin turbo, whatever.
All right. So me and you were talking a little bit before we went live here, and we were getting on the topic of marketplace deals.
Oh,
So
man, don't get me started.
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. So what's your shadiest marketplace deal you had go on where you were just like, yo, I need to get the hell out of here? Or did you have somebody come to the house to buy something? Like, what's the thing that sticks out in your head? I know there's probably 50 of them.
Yeah,
So
right.
many.
There's
What?
so many.
Yeah.
I think the most sketchiest one was when you and Justin took that quad up and kid one.
Oh yeah, you got that one, bro, for real. How do you remember that stuff? You just
I
pull
don't
it
know.
out.
I
your
don't
ass,
know.
bro.
I don't know. It has to be why my brain only remembers those things, but other things is just like a fart in the wind. It's kinda-
Well, that's just human nature. You're always going to remember the negative shit, not the
Yeah,
positive.
yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
This is how it goes, man. But so what happened?
Do you remember Justin? Did you see him in any of my content? He's a local friend of mine that was like helping me do stuff.
Old videos?
Yeah, kind of like year-ish
Vaguely?
ago.
Vaguely?
Yeah. So like, he looks kind of like you, but he's a little shorter.
It was me.
It was
Yeah,
he's
man.
bolder. He's way bolder than you are.
I got a hat
and
on.
he's younger.
I got a hat on. Okay.
Justin and me took a 400EX to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
and this dude was trying to low-key rob us for it.
So
It was a $2,500 400EX.
he was trying to rob you for it.
Yeah, he was like we knew what he was doing. We told him to meet us by the police station.
Okay.
And roll up with it on the roof of my Honda, like that was my thing back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before I got the trailer.
Okay.
So I rolled with this thing on the roof, and we get out, and it's him and his girl. Now his girl looks like his mom. She looks like she's old enough to be his mom.
Okay.
Okay, so they're all kind of like sketched out. I'll just keep it PG, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
like, he's like, take it down. I want to take it for a rip. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, until you put cash in my hand. We're in the middle of Wilkes-Barre in the city, bro. Like
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna take off on the quad.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think I was born? I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 2 nights ago, maybe, but not last
So-
night. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I want to see it run. I want to see it run. So then it was like very low on gas. We didn't take it with much because we were like, if he does get on it and take off, he ain't making it far. We're gonna catch him.
Smart. Or a 30-foot long tether cord.
Right.
Yeah.
I try to think through things strategically. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like, well, let's go down to the gas station, put gas in, because we were trying to rev it up, and you could tell like there was almost no fuel in it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like literally half a cup of fuel in it. So
Okay.
3 revs, and she's already like, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we go down to the gas station. He rode in the back seat. I let him ride in the back seat. So we went down to the gas station.
Ballsy.
Yeah, he's yet to show me money.
Ballsy.
He put $3 in it. Got to hear it rev up clean. Then was like, I want to take it for a ride. And I was like, put $2,500 in my hand. You can take it for a ride.
Yeah.
And then I finally just got to the point where I was so pissed off. I was like, Justin, get in the car and don't fucking around with this guy.
Yeah. So he was just beating around the bush.
Yeah, he's
all the
beating
time?
around the bush the whole time. Like I couldn't. And his girl was like super nice, trying to like distract and that. Like I pick up on that. I'm from the street, bro. Like I know what I'm talking to.
Yeah, most people that ride quads are usually got a little bit of street smarts to them too.
Yeah, you got to be smarter than the tool you're trying to use. So.
This is true. So you guys just packed up and
Yep,
rolled
I
out?
literally looked at Justin. I was like, get the fuck in the car. I'm done.
All right. What happened to his girlfriend?
Oh, we left him at the gas station, bro.
All right, gangster.
Nah, I don't fuck around, bro. There's
Yeah,
certain
nah,
things I don't-
you can't, when you're, some people look at quads like it's kind of like obviously, if you're going to go get credit to buy a new quad, obviously it's a luxury to go get something like that. So, but sometimes people look at that shit like, oh, well, it's just somebody's like yard toy or whatever.
Yep.
Some people don't realize it. Some people, like even myself, like I got all my money tied up in quads, man. They're what I have.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But people are just, my Raptor got stolen in September. All my viewers know what happened there. Never another word about the damn thing. I got the title here and
That sucks. Dude.
even know where it's at, like in an area in Camden. But it's like, I'm not going to go get shot. Sorry, but I'm not going to get shot over a Yamaha. If it was a Honda,
Oh.
maybe. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. I know you're a Yamaha guy, bro, but yeah, it's just it's a Raptor. You know what I mean? They're a dime a dozen. You can get those things anywhere. But so let's talk about something else, man. Let's talk about this.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's what he wanted the space for. Yeah, they can see that pretty good.
What are we thinking, bro?
Who knows what that is? What do you got on there?
Let's see here. Oh, we've been getting kind of. Yo, what up, Pat? Oh man, we were getting a ton of comments. It was stuck on there. Yo, what up, Actions Live? Tricycle guy, what's up, man?
What up, guys?
Derek, what up?
What's going on?
We got Wes, cameraman Wes here too. If you guys didn't see him, Tim Duggan, what up? Got your last name right this time, sir. Damn, where are we at here? All right.
God, dude.
Holy shit. Okay. You guys have been going there. So we got Derek Webster says she.
Yeah, bro.
That 07 400EX Mason kid that I got the frame from says he knows what that is.
Yeah.
Let's see here. One Wheel 7. What up, John? Or Fred, as I like to call you. So yeah, guys, you guys seen a short on this? This is an all aluminum. From what I can tell, from what people have told me, it's made by a builder called Profi out of Southern California. The whole thing with the foot pegs and the subframe weighs about 20.8 pounds. Yep, King of the Hill says aluminum Banshee frame.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, this thing's stupid light, man. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
One hand.
Yeah. So I thought that it would be best used in Stupid Fast John's hands. So this frame is going to Stupid Fast John, and it's going to be Stupid Fast, possibly?
Yeah, no, it's getting the 521 in it.
That's going to get the
Yeah,
521.
it's getting the 521.
Okay. Yeah, what? You don't want to put a stock 350 in it?
No,
All right.
I want some
All right.
power, bro.
Oh, you don't want reliability with that?
No, it's power only.
Okay. So what do you got going on in your channel for any of my viewers that might not may or may not watch your channel? What do you got going on over there, bro?
This week we're doing the CBR 600 Trek top speed run.
We got a lot of three-wheeler guys in the
Man,
comments.
they probably
These
hate
are
me then.
well,
They're
listen.
like all the OEM stuff.
Yeah, they do. They're most of them here are OEM guys, but guys, if you would have seen how the trike looked when he got it, it was destined for
Scrap pile.
It was destined for scrap. So
I paid like $400 or $500 for it, running and riding with a 200S motor and a 200X frame.
200S motor.
Yeah, they transplanted the smaller.
So it was already cut up.
Yeah, it was already
All right.
discombobulated and rusted out. And
it's an 83,
yeah,
200X.
83 or 84.
83, 84. So round tube frame,
Yeah.
200X. That's a first gen, right? First
Yep.
gen, yeah. So, yeah, guys, it was destined for the scrap pile. It was going for scrap
Yeah, bro,
weight,
I
right?
saved that thing from the
Yeah.
from the
So and now it has a CBR.
CBR 600, 1998 CBR 600 motor swap in that.
So he still put another Honda engine in it, but a CBR 600 engine. PA Crew says he loves your channel.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Kevin Morris says Turbo Blaster he doing now. Cool to see a 2-stroke turbo.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, if any of you guys haven't seen John's channel, man, go check it out. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on, man. So, you guys ever see a turbo 2-stroke? Well, he's got one on his channel right now. So, you might want to go check that out. You're still in the R&D phase, but you had it running, making boost.
Yeah, we made 8 pounds of boost on that son of a bitch, dude.
Made 8 pounds of boost. 8 pounds of boost,
It
guys.
was lean as hell, but it made 8 pounds of boost.
So, a blaster that makes 17 horsepower stock with 8 pounds of boost. Just off the top of my head, that's got to be 35 horse?
Yeah, I would think.
32?
I'm just thinking in the third. With the porting and stuff, I thought we were probably in the mid-20s somewhere.
And that's with a stock carb.
Yeah.
So maybe a bigger carb?
Yeah, bigger carb.
Bigger carb?
And a lot of people were saying they want to see a blow-through instead of a draw-through. But I don't think that's going to help the response. I think getting the fuel dialed in properly is going to help the response the most.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's going to be laggy with that is first startup to get the fuel from where the carb is to in there.
Yeah, you put your hand over it immediately.
Yeah, so you get a little suction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think when you start messing with the jetting and stuff, you might be onto something until the piston blows a hole in itself.
Oh yeah, which it will.
Yeah, it's definitely going to blow a hole in itself.
Yeah. That's what I do though.
Well, yeah, that's that's the stuff that we like to do, guys.
Do something better with it.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen until you do it. So, John YFZ is awesome.
Thank you, bro.
That's Justin Carl. I believe he's a subscriber to your channel, obviously.
He is.
We got people talking to each other in the chat. Tim, pay attention, bro. Tim, pay attention, buddy.
He's multitasking.
Yeah, I actually have Tim, not Duggan. It's it's Duggan. Tim Duggan. I'm not good with pronouncing people's last names. Like my last name, if you guys knew my whole last name, you'd be like, damn, I can't pronounce that myself. He goes, let's see here. Derek Webb said, who cares? Haha, blaster piston can get one at the local 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. You ain't kidding, bro.
Yeah.
Cheap, dime a dozen.
Maybe could you get a thicker head gasket too? Maybe drop the compression.
I put a copper one on it. I put the thick copper one on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I didn't do anything to it yet, but this is my thoughts, and so like this is sneak peek stuff, guys. Like I haven't talked about this on the channel or anything yet.
Don't worry, nobody even watches my channel. Nobody's gonna know except us. Go ahead.
I'm thinking about doing a cool head on it.
Okay.
And the blaster has a spot where a water pump could be. Like it's still there from the casting, but the hole's not there.
That was like the IT 200, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if I get a water pump set up for it and run a cool head with a small rat or something, I mean that's one way to suck a lot of heat out of that. And I could do like an alcohol or methanol or something like that. But then we need big carb, lots of fuel. But what's cool about alcohol and methanol is you can overfuel the shit out of it and they don't care.
Yeah, and it's gonna cool it down a lot too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, meth injection, that's exactly what that's for.
Yep.
It's cooling off intake temperatures and combustion temperatures. So.
Yep. So, and I got that, like I was telling you, I got that draw-through kit, which I showed on the last video. I said I might install that in the carburetor.
Okay.
So, and that will pull fuel right from the bowl. It's like a Venturi. As the air goes over the tip of the needle, it pulls it from the bowl. So it just adds extra.
It's got Electron set up. It's got one on it. It's got the fast jet set up on it.
Like a Venturi style. I've never messed with Electron ever. I've always done Keihin or McCuney.
I was never into electrons, so I had it on this bike.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, bro. That spark plug on the LT comes out literally chocolate brown every time. Perfect ignition mark on it. It don't matter. You could be riding at the beach and climb up a 10,000-foot mountain, and it's just going to keep chugging. You change the air filter, it gets dirty, or a clean one, or you go to a K&N from an uni, which I wouldn't do, and it literally learns what it's doing right away. Yeah. So, I mean...
Well, because it's vacuum-based, so if it's just doing it based off of how much it's pulling...
It's got a metering rod in it, too.
Right, so if your air density is different, it's going to know based off of how much is getting drawn through.
Yeah, so basically... It's really simple if you think about it. It's kind of like, some people get scared to like cook and make meals and stuff like that. But when you break stuff down in their simplest form, guys, it's so much easier. All you do is add seasoning and heat and add seasoning and apply to taste and all that stuff. You break shit down to its simplest form. It's way easier than overcomplicating stuff in your head. So the blaster though, are you what are your end goals with that? Are you like, once you get something dialed in, are you gonna maybe take that boosted application to something else?
Oh yeah, you caught that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did say that. Yeah, like this is just a testing phase for something else I want to do.
That's gonna be sick, dude.
I don't want to divulge details on it.
No. Sorry, guys. I tried to get it out of him,
Yeah.
man. He ain't giving it up, guys. He's tough. He's tough cookie over here.
Well, because I'll be honest with you, I try to do like super creative and unique stuff that's almost never been done, like or very close to never been done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or at least hasn't been done on YouTube, where there's like no build series to back it.
Yeah. I mean, what's the biggest thing on YouTube right now as far as like people doing stuff with a two-stroke? Nobody else is really turbo. I think somebody else has tried it once before and they were unsuccessful, right?
Now they turbo slides and stuff all the time. Usually they have like special valves and stuff like that. Like you don't really see people doing like reed valve two strokes.
Okay.
You know.
All right. What's the other thing I've seen on two-stroke that's like hitting right now? People are trying to run their bike on diesel or running my two-stroke on paint thinner or what is it? I'm running my four-stroke on moonshine or some crazy shit.
It's
like,
just like alcohol then.
Yeah, it's the same shit, but I mean that's like there's really no thought into that. You're putting shit into a gas tank and you're getting 1 million views because somebody wants to see you blow your shit up.
Yeah, literally.
But I mean, you know, you're actually taking something and trying to learn, and you know, anybody else that's watching, you don't have to go do this stuff yourself. You can check it out on his channel, and it's like, you know, you can see where maybe he messed up or where he went wrong, or jump in the comments section and be like, yo, maybe try this. You know, I don't know about you. I know you answer your comments mainly too.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it gets tough after a little while, but
yeah.
So, but
it's nothing to ask a friend to be like, what do you think of this idea? Whether you think their brain's gonna make it work or goes the same way your brain goes.
You pass bounce ideas off your buddies and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
We call each other all the time. I'm like, what do you think of this? How do you think this is going?
How stupid do you think this
Yeah,
is?
how much do you
think I'm gonna die from this idea, Wes?
Yeah. So
if I do 120 on the trike, am I gonna die? Probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Speaking of dying on trikes, guys. So the R6 on the 200X chassis. Any of you guys that seen John's channel? Let's see here. Hold on. Steve the Canadian says, I'm doing the same thing on a Quad Runner 250 with a 300 head and cylinder. Oh, it's disappearing here. Hold on. Where we go here? Turbo on a propane three-wheeler front end. I recommend doing the same thing at home. Be creative. Absolutely.
Love creative, man.
Propane?
That's
cool.
different.
Yeah, it is different. I never heard somebody put propane on a quad.
Yeah, that's cool. Bro.
You might be onto something with that, man. Italiano says, I want to learn electric starters on two strokes. There's a few companies that make that stuff.
Yep, they make mount-on kits, and some of them come with them from the factory, like KTM 300 two-strokes now come with this electric start from the factory.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for a while now.
If you guys don't notice, if you check out Winter's Machining, check him out, man. He is more than willing to do a little R&D and make some parts if you guys got something you want, obviously. Let's see here. What we got? John, Christmas video was fantastic, FYI.
Thank you, bro. My kids loved it too.
Let's see here. Steve the Canadian. I went with the Quad Runner 250 quad rear end for the IRS suspension. Okay. Jeff Mahar, what up? Pat in the bunker. I seen you up there, bud.
Independent rear suspension.
But you want to open it up for a couple questions here, John?
Yeah,
I know.
Away, man.
Guys, this ain't going to be an hour-long live stream tonight, man. John's got another 3-hour drive all the way home. Guys, he drove all the way out here to do Quad Talk live with us. So if you guys want to ask some questions, go ahead and jump them down there, and we'll see where we go. Did you see the 3D printed piston video on the Polaris?
No, but that sounds sick, bro.
I didn't see that. I'm going to check that out. That definitely sounds like something.
I've seen wooden pistons. I've seen, what did they, epoxy piston. They did a plastic piston. I've seen all kinds. I've seen a lead piston.
3D printed. I mean, they're 3D printing rockets to go to outer space now. They 3D print them with liquid aluminum, and they start all the way up, and it goes around and around. A big cylinder rocket. They go the whole thing. It's like a 2-month printing process.
Doing houses out of concrete.
Houses would be. Can you imagine a big gantry train?
They're already doing that. Houses out of concrete.
Cool.
Like they go around and build an outer.
I'll take a 3D printed garage, bro. I'm working in a freaking closet here. Yeah, guys, we're taking turns breathing in here. That's how tight it is in this garage. You know what I mean? Yeah,
breathing, bro.
Guys, Wes, I don't even know him. He pops in here. He's like, damn, bro, you working this shithole? I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
He hard, bro. He really did.
Damn, he was rough on me,
Wes
man.
got no filter, bro. He's hardcore.
I see that, man. I'm like, damn, bro.
He don't care.
I was already pre-warned. I was like, yeah. You look like one of us. I figured you could just handle the bullshit that comes out.
Listen, bro, all I know is bullshit anymore. Steve the Canadian says, but I'm paying close attention to the builds you guys are doing. Lots of tips and tricks. Thank you. Let's see here. More Turbo Blaster coming soon, Dennis Brooks says.
Yes.
Absolutely, Dennis.
Lots of crazy shit, bro. I'm always trying different things.
Bruce's Powder Sport Coating says, how's the Turbo Blaster going? We were just talking about that. It's
working on it.
It's coming along, man.
Just gotta get the fueling and the cooling, man.
Let's see here. Steve the Canadian says, again, for both of you, what has been the biggest hurdle in learning fabrication on these machines, R&D stuff? Or have you guys always done it? I don't think you ever get to a point where you know it all. And if you do, there's no fun left in it. That's the fun part, is figuring stuff out, man.
What was the biggest hurdle?
Yeah.
During TIG welding aluminum was my nightmare.
Yeah, TIG welding is an art.
Now I can do it. Well, after you get a couple years in, it's like riding a bike. You know what I mean? Like, you know how to do it. Once you know how to set things up, it's got to be this clean. It's got to be this, that, and the other.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's like the powder coating.
Yeah, it's not just, what do they call that? Squirt gun, Meg? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've been at this a long time. I am 35 years old. I don't even tell anybody that, just so you know. I never tell anybody my age. I'm 35, and I've been at this for over 20 years. But I've been fabricating for about 15. I started with a stupid Campbell Hausfeld Walmart stick welder in my backyard doing exhaust, and then worked my way up over time to MIG, TIG.
Stick welding's the one I haven't done yet. And there's actually a stick welder right there sticking out on the
They're
shelf.
the hottest. You can get real deep penetration with those. You just can't do thin stuff with it. It's really hard. You got to be like really good at finessing to do thin stuff.
I can say this. I've had plenty of quads here that looks like somebody stick welded them in a field. You know? So I guess
that's the thing. When we pick those off, every quad, there's somebody that has welded something.
And it's usually flux core spatter.
I usually get the quads that come in, and I'm like, all right, so that's where all the red or yellow spray paint went in 2022. Yeah. Okay, that's why I couldn't get a yellow paint that year.
Walmart's rack was empty that day.
Yeah, they were just out of stock everywhere. It was almost like the juvenile 400-degree CD at Best Buy 10 years ago. You just couldn't get it nowhere.
Yep.
Any of you guys know what that is? You should know my age. John's 10 years older than me. I just found out.
Yeah.
Nah, you guys know I'm 39, man. John didn't know I was older. He thought he was the oldest one here.
Oldest one, yeah.
Let's see here. The comments keep disappearing on me on the horizontal here. Steve the Canadian says I'm 37. Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue says, question for John. Ever tune a PW/BW80 to within inches of its life?
I have tuned on them, but not within inches of its life. When I tuned on one was obviously when I was much younger, and I have a lot of cousins and family, and they all had dirt bikes growing up. And my cousin had a PW80. We used to wrench on that one a lot.
P-Dub or B-Dub?
P-Dub.
Okay.
P-Dub, yeah.
My first bike ever was a BW80.
That's the big wheel, right?
Yeah,
that's the big
man.
fat tire one.
I found one on Marketplace. Guys, I found a BW80, 86, just like my first bike I ever had. It's listed for $500 right now. I text the kid, and he texted me back. I said, "Are you available this weekend?" He goes, "Did you read my description?" I said, "Yes, I read your description. That's like my biggest thing."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he goes, "Well, it says in there, don't contact me till you're ready to check it out." I'm ready to check it out. And I said, "You know what, bro? Thank you for your time. Keep your bike, because you're gonna have it for a long time with an attitude like that."
Yeah.
Speaking of Marketplace, John, I'm just gonna say this, guys. We'll see where John goes with this.
Oh boy.
Is this still available?
Do not message me that. Don't message me. Is this still available?
Man. Yeah.
Bro, if you can't take 2 seconds to type something out.
Something.
Yeah.
Oogala boogala, whatever.
Yeah, like,
something.
Hey man, how's your day? I don't even care. Just give me something. Some type of personal interaction. You know what I mean?
Something. Man.
Show your interest in the item.
Yeah. Is this available? The pre-typed text, guys. I've talked about Marketplace a lot, guys. If you're going to go shopping on Marketplace, you're actually looking for something and you're serious, take 2 seconds and type something out, man. You're going to get a better response like that. I don't know how many times a day, probably 40, 50, I get messages that say, is this available? I do not even answer them anymore. because it's just people scrolling and window shopping and going, ooh, I want that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want that.
Hitting the save button. They're hitting the
Yeah, or the save button or something like that. But
my thing is try to kill them with kindness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do that too.
Then you come across, sometimes you get the stiff neck like that BW guy.
Yeah, dude. I was like, damn, bro. You trying to sell a bike or what? Or what? Did you read my description? Yeah, I read your damn description, bro.
It's like they get because they get pummeled with all this crazy bullshit all the time.
Because of all is this available?
Yeah, and then when the one good guy does come along who's like, hey, man, I'm really interested in your product.
You're beat.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you're beat. He's already pissed off about the other 500 people that were like,
yeah,
you know?
He had it listed for $1,000 and then it's got the 500 thing. But, sometimes that's a selling tactic, guys. If you sell something on Marketplace, you want to list it for $4,000. List it for $5,500 first, and then drop the price to $4,000. This way, people see that you wanted $55 for it. But that's getting real deep into thought.
Yeah.
So 3.5 hour drive ahead of you, huh? All right. Well, guys, I'd hate to end the live early, but John drove out, like I said, man. Wild man Wes over here. Wild cameraman Wes.
He is wild, bro.
Anybody have any couple? We keep losing the comments here, man. What's going on here? Sorry, guys. I'll go back a few. We'll read a couple comments and then we'll piece everybody out.
Yeah.
Here, John, you want to run up there and scroll through? I'll let you guys take that over, man. Where's cameraman Wes now?
Hold on, go hold it, Mom. What? Oh, yo, Dennis says, John, what's up with that LT250R doing in your yard?
It's in my yard now.
Yeah, it's in Justin's yard now.
Matt. He don't even know my name, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jacob.
What's the plan? Justin Carl Film says, what's the plans on the YFZ? Are you talking about my yellow one?
I love the yellow plastics on those, man. I love the Yamaha 06.
He says only 4. John Man says 42 watching, only 4 thumbs up. What gives? He's right. You guys should definitely thumbs this up.
We got 14 now. Guys, hit them thumbs ups, man. We got a 6 hour round trip from John here, man, to come out here.
The long intake runner leans him out. Yeah, Dennis Brooks, I see that. It definitely sounded lean. The long intake runner leans him out more too. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
400EX videos.
Check out my older videos for 400EX content, guys. There is more coming, though. That's for sure.
There, you got some thumbs up there.
Okay. I just found you, John, from...
Silly's channel.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, MRC. Check it out, bro. You're here with us, bro. That's this guy right here.
Vasily's the baddest ass young guy I know.
Yeah, Vasily,
he could build some shit at his age, bro. I wish I would have started earlier. Like, I didn't really pick up fabricating until I get into my 20s. So I've only, like, heavy fabricating, I've got maybe 10 years in on that. You know what I mean?
Yo, guys.
He started in his teens, bro, and he's already killing it.
There you go, man. If some of you guys out there are, like, under 25, or even if you're 35, 40, it don't matter, man. If you're trying to do something, man, get out there and start it, bro. Because we're all sitting here wishing we started way longer, way earlier, man. Life's short, man. You got to do what you got to do. And quads are fun. Obviously, we both like cars and stuff like that. But, quads they're smaller. You can keep several tens of them. It's cheaper to build. And, you can have fun. And you could really be artistic with them and show your creativity. So, man, check it out. Get out there and check that stuff out, man, if you guys aren't yet. I know most of you guys in the chat do. But anybody that's going to watch us after this, get out there and grab something, man. You get something cheap, get into it, and if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You could probably get your money back if you get a good enough deal.
Yeah, at least you tried something different.
Let's see here. 3-wheelers for life. Absolutely. Turbo Banshee.
How about supercharged Banshee?
Supercharged Banshee. Violent. Violent.
Air pressure, dude.
Yeah, this is true.
I like the idea of supercharged because it is instantaneous. If you have a belt drive set up properly, the air pressure is super consistent. Number one, which is very big, because the turbo is inconsistent with lag and air pressure differences and the density and everything. Yeah. So a supercharger could be way more consistent.
Yeah, and it's not like you're running a 4-stroke where you could pre-spool it with nitrous or anything. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could, but
like that's the biggest problem when people turbo like 1-cylinder stuff. They try to put these huge turbos on them and they can't spool them. I've watched so many videos of bikes and pit bikes and small two strokes and stuff like that, where they try to put something on it, but it's way too big
On a single cylinder.
Yep. And I'm like, dude, you got to understand, like, turbos work off of volumetric efficiency. It's all about air in and air out.
Yeah.
So it has to be within its air range. So the amount of exhaust pressure and flow that you're getting has to work well with that turbo, or else you're not going to spool it up. Like, it's got an air efficiency range that it operates within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, certain turbos are designed for V8s, where they have 8 cylinders pumping all of that air through the exhaust.
Yeah, you got a lot of volume going through it. And then when you get a turbo lag, it's the larger the turbo, the more turbo you lag you have, but the higher RPMs it'll make power to. The smaller, it'll spool up faster, but you'll run out of power.
Just think about that, because you keep going bigger, and then you're outside the range now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's tough, because one cylinders only make a little bit of air pressure. They don't make a lot compared to like a 3-cylinder or a 4-cylinder or a 6 or 8. You know?
I mean, technically, I think you have twice of a better chance with a single cylinder 2-stroke than a 4-stroke, because you're on the suction stroke every 2 strokes instead of every 4 strokes with a 4-stroke.
But 4-strokes have valves, and so when the turbo creates boot, and this is why everybody thinks you can't turbo a 2-stroke, because you got the intake valve opening on a 4-stroke, so all the pressure from the cold side of the turbo, it lays on the piston inside the cylinder from the charge pipe in, and it's trapped because the exhaust valve is closed. So that whole chamber is getting pressurized, whereas with a 2-stroke, you're pushing some of it out the exhaust. And everybody was arguing with me that you can't. And I said, well, then your exhaust wheel becomes your restrictor rather than the exhaust valve or intake valve. Because even though it's flowing out the exhaust to the wheel, that's why you have to size it properly.
Yeah, turbo is a restriction.
Right. So from cold to hot is now your pressure.
Yeah.
Rather than just down into the bottom of the piston, or top of the piston.
Well, anybody that said it can't be done, it's making 8 PSI. So, not to say anybody told anybody so, but I mean, you got exhaust. You got exhaust flowing. So you got.
Bro, you can hear that thing whizzing.
Yeah, I heard it.
Call him the mad scientist.
I'm also a plumber. And I seen the little leak on the gauge.
I pulled it out, bro.
I'm like, damn, dude. That shit bothers me so bad because I'm a plumber. So
but
it's like.
That's how you knew it was actually making pressure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pressure.
Yeah, why would it be blowing air out the threads when it's only really sucking? There's no back pressure on that other than now with the turbo.
Yep.
I would like to see John try the electric blower supercharger on something.
Ooh.
LMFAO.
Oh, that would be cool.
Justin Carl says.
Electric blower.
I mean, yeah. I guess that could work something. Team Wax Off-Road with the smoke blowing. 2-stroke. Yeah, baby.
That'd be interesting for sure.
Brian Becklin. Nice show you put. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You thought on using a Pro Charger? Garage Man Cave says.
Supercharger, the same thing, really.
Yeah, forced induction.
Yeah, it's all forced induction.
My friend has an all original OEM 92 Yamaha Banshee. Collectors are offering him big money for it. But it depends on the area.
I wouldn't sell.
I wouldn't either.
If he needs the money that bad, sure, but if not,
I think they came down a lot since last year.
They come down a little bit, but not as much as everybody said they were gonna.
I would say if they were 10 a year ago, they're like 85 now. Yeah, right? About 15% they came down.
Yeah, but they're holding their value, and that just means they're going to go up even harder.
MRC says turbo with Electron. That might actually really.
I still think you're going to have to pressurize the inlet side with a fuel pump.
Yeah.
Is it still going to pressurize everything? So
what about putting the fast jet? Where's that? We put the intake in the car, right?
Yeah, I put it.
The little knob on the top of the blaster intake. What about putting the fast jet there, but keeping the car before the car? Or before the turbo.
Just running the line over.
Well, it'll only suck in when it has enough pressure going past it to pull in through it. Dual pingle, maybe.
Yeah, as long as you're running a fuel pump to push the fuel into the actual float bowl area. And the other thing is I'm probably going to have to extend the float bowl because it's been. That's why I started acting funny after I did that third gear pull. It sucked it dry.
What about this, John?
And it was like, oh God, I'm out of fuel.
And I'm just spitballing here, bro. What about another car, but without the slide? That would just suck fuel in when it was going by. Still have the needle in seat so it doesn't overflow.
Like seal the top and.
Yeah, put the cap on it, and then put that up by the reeds, and still have your setup here. This way, when it has enough pressure going by, it's going to suck fuel up in there. When it has enough pressure, it's going to need the extra fuel. Just
same thing, really.
Really? Yeah, right.
Thing. Yeah, same thing. Not a bad idea.
With a smaller jet, possibly, or
yeah, because I'm thinking it might always push stuff out if you leave the the needle section open. It may always draw out.
All right.
Like, yeah, it will increase with more, or it should. We would hope it would.
Check valve, maybe.
Maybe.
Guys, you know what? We're giving too much away. We're gonna have a conversation.
You're thinking too deep.
Yeah, we're gonna be here till 2 a.m.
This is the stuff they got to be excited to see. You know what I mean?
I got blaster parts here, and I think I got a turbo somewhere. We'll get back to you in 10 minutes now. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for coming. John, cameraman Wes.
Thanks for dropping by.
Nice seeing you.
And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Thanks for coming.
Peace out.
Peace.